Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy, and this is The Next Generation, where we create videos for you as parents to help disciple your kids into mature Christians that you want them to be. Now, this series of videos, we're going to be looking at kindergarten to second grade. And in these videos, we're going to take these 6 disciplines and pair them together. And the pair that we're going to be looking at today is Bible reading and discipleship. Come with me and let's check it out. Well, as I told you before, that we're combining 2 disciplines. It's not just Bible reading, but it's Bible reading and discipleship. And the reason being is that as you go with your children through the Word of God, what's naturally going to happen as you're doing these devotions together, as you're reading together through the Word of God together, they're going to have questions about it. They're going to have questions about Jesus. They're going to have questions about the miracles that He did. They're going to have questions about why Jesus said certain things that He did, or the disciples did certain things, or a number of things are going to pop through your kid's mind as they hear you read the Word of God to them. And it'll be your chance as a parent to explain to them the fundamental knowledge of the Gospels that you should have. And it's why, as I told you in the videos before, this is why we study and we deepen our own knowledge of the Word of God, because these questions are coming. We're going to have that opportunity to interact with our children concerning these questions, because they're looking for you. They're looking for you to know the answers to these questions, and it's okay if you don't. They may come upon a great question that you have no idea. Not every answer is given in the Bible. God doesn't give us every answer to every question we're ever going to have. He gives us enough in there to where we should have confidence that what He says in His Word is true. If your child asks a question that you truly don't know the answer to, it is perfectly acceptable to say, you know what, that's a great question. I don't know the answer to it, but I promise that I'll get back to you. I'm going to take some time to look that up and to find out from other people who may know the answer to this type of question. And then it becomes a discipleship opportunity for you as the parent, because now that question is in your court to answer and for you to seek out that answer so you can give it to your child. And that's a beautiful way of how discipleship is supposed to work, that we become more knowledgeable about the Word of God through the questions that other people have about the Word of God. And in this case, it's our own children. And this is why it's so important that we continue to increase our knowledge, not just in the Word of God, but we also continue to increase our knowledge in other books of godly character that would train you and I in the ways of the Lord that He would have for us in our lives in different areas, whether it might be finances or relationships with other people or how to do ministry. All of these things we need to know how to do, or even biblical problems. We need to be growing in our own understanding of the Word of God. And so we need to be adding that not just to our own lives, but to the lives of our children as well. So we need to be encouraging them to be reading books that will encourage them in their faith. It could be an autobiography written on a children's level for a missionary. It could be an autobiography of a great preacher, or an autobiography of a faithful man of God who did some great task, or an autobiography or a biography or of a story of somebody else giving their testimony of the things that God has done in their lives. See, we can, even at this early age, find materials that will be something we can read to them and encourage them and challenge their faith as children, and have them growing up with robust knowledge of what the Word of God says. But it starts with our own discipleship. You know, by this age, I really believe that as parents, we need to be involved in a small group within our church, or a Bible study within our church that's going to increase our knowledge, not just preaching on Sunday mornings, but someplace where we're going to be discipled and people are going to come alongside us and share their lives with us and share this commonality of faith that we have, and encourage our growth, because we need it too. Encourage our growth in the times that we're going to need that. We're going to need discipleship on how to deal with our kids. I mean, these videos that I'm making for you is part of that discipleship process for me. It's a contribution to help you grow in your faith and help you be able to disciple your children as well. So I hope you can see that how just getting in the Word of God and starting to read the actual Word of God with your kids provides such an exciting time, not just for your kids' knowledge of the Word of God, which will grow them up, but your knowledge as well, and how this discipleship process is just laying this foundation that we're going to keep coming back to as your kids are growing up in the Lord, so that we might make mature disciples of your children and mine. God bless you. Till next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you'd like more great content and more videos like these to help you as parents disciple your kids, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also like us on Facebook. Also, if there's a question that you have or a subject that you'd like to see covered in a future video, comment below on either one of these things and we will try and make sure that we cover these in a timely manner. God bless you guys, and we'll see you next time.